was going good, your career was leveling up, you was getting your accolades, you even got a promotion. But you were crushed by a critical hit you never saw coming, the layoff. Your health bar hits 1%. If this ever happened to you, trust me, I understand. It feels like the game over screen is laughing at you when you get hit with a layoff. But what if I told you that this isn't the end and your chance to hit the continue screen and restart is even stronger than ever? When I was laid off on Halloween 2024, yeah, I know, it's spooky. You can check out the video over here. My favorite holiday, might I add, besides Christmas, of course. It felt like I was ambushed by a final boss I wasn't ready for. But I practiced everything I teach on here and in my course, and I landed a job in 80 days because I applied what I've learned throughout my career in talent acquisition / HR. Today, you're going to learn how to restart your career after getting hit with a layoff without losing your XP and, most importantly, your sanity and your momentum. You deserve a new Game Plus version of your career, right? And we're about to start on this quest together. Section 1, the layoff isn't your fault, but the restart is definitely your responsibility. Getting laid off isn't about you. It's about the business. It's about the company. I know it sounds cold, but stay with me here. Whether if it's budget cuts, managers, or leadership changes, or hey, we want to just go in a different direction. Have you heard that before? It wasn't just because you weren't good enough. This is your perfect excuse to pivot into something better. But the restarting part, it's totally on you. And that's the best news because you're in control of your career and you have the controller in your hands now. So here's the first step that you need to do when you get hit with a layoff. First things first, you gotta grieve. Feel your emotions and give yourself 2 to 5 days to just get really salty. That's what I did. You rage, heck, you cry, play sad music from the 2000s. Oh wait, that's what I did. But you do what you gotta do in order to move forward, right? And do it offline. But then, once you're done, that's when you start prepping for your next boss fight because you have that clarity moment in your head. This emotional checkpoint was great for me, but building your inventory is even better. If you're on the job hunt, check out my website. You can check out my YouTube videos here of some of my memorable videos, a newsletter where I update you on job hunting tips and tricks with a new job hunting level up each week. I also talk about any layoffs that goes on and any tools that's helpful for job seekers, and also cool items that's good for gamers. A free resume checklist that will level up your resume. Linkwishy has it in his toolkit. My store where I have my digital products. You can see here I have my flagship Ultimate Job Search Guide. You could also set up some coaching with me, one-on-one coaching where I help you with your resume and your LinkedIn profile game. And also I have a level up webinar as well, and some more digital products that will help you on your job hunt. Some tools that I come across on the internet. And last but not least, you can check out these jobs that I also found on the internet. Happy leveling up, job seekers. Back to the video. So let's move past the stage of grief and move on to section 2, which is basically you build your new inventory. In every great RPG, your new inventory for your job hunt includes the following things: a killer resume tailored to each role. One size does not fit all, and whoever tells you that, they honestly haven't leveled up their resume skill tree. A strong LinkedIn profile that you actually use to network with humans. And basically, here's what I do with mine on my LinkedIn profile if you want to get some ideas. A list of references. Think coworkers, friends, bosses who will vouch for you and your skills on what you bring to the table. And also a pitch about who you are and what you bring to the table. Think like a portfolio or something like that, something that is tangible. You're not just looking for work, you're a high-level player seeking the next adventure. So think of your LinkedIn profile as your character selection screen. That's where they get the most knowledge from you. It's your character bio. For instance, if you play D&D, you want recruiters to immediately see your skills, your powers, and your specialties as well. They can't get it from a subpar LinkedIn profile. It's like your marketing page. They need to know who you are and what you bring to the table. And listen, staying stuck without building your inventory is like trying to fight the next boss fight just with your starter gear. You're gonna get wrecked every single time. You deserve a better loadout. You're closer to that comeback than you think once you take these steps to leveling up the tools that you have in front of you. Section 3, finding your new quests. Here's where most players go wrong after getting hit with the layoff. They just accept the first quest that just pops up, even if it's a side mission that they hate and they don't see themselves in it for long term. Don't do that. You're wasting everyone's time when you go in with that mentality. Instead, you flip it on a script and you ask yourself this: what do I actually want to do, right? What kind of environment I want to thrive in? What skills do I want to use to grow and move forward? Layoffs can be brutal, and they also give you the rarest root drop possible for someone, right? They give you time to think and pivot. So when I got hit with the layoff, I sat down and I used the dream company method. I basically sat down, I made a list of 10 companies I generally admire and I want to work for, and I just basically reverse engineer how to get in front of them. Trust me, this alone changed the game for me during my 80-day job search, from not getting a job to landing a job. Section 4, building XP daily. Just like grinding in a Pokemon game, small daily actions is always more than huge, inconsistent efforts. Here's what building daily XP looks like. You apply to 15 to 20 applications a day. Don't say, I don't have a lot of time in the day. You have 24 hours in the day. You could take 3 hours to really sprucing up your application game. You do 3 LinkedIn comments or DMs to expand your network and actually talk to human beings. And last but not least, you try one learning action item that you want to do. You watch a video, you read an article, you practice an interview question, you learn what's going on in your industry and learn the skills of what these companies are looking for. You don't need to beat the game in one day. That's impossible. You just need to keep stacking XP until you hit that level up. So let's recap. Getting laid off isn't your fault, but restarting is your main mission. You got to level up your inventory. That's your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and how you approach interviews. You need to sit down and really think about what your next quest, your next career move is. And plus, last but not least, you got to level up, right? You got to keep learning while you're on a job hunt to be more valuable and show what you bring to the table. A layoff may feel like a game over, but quite honestly, it's the new game plus for you in your career. And here's one last bonus tip for you as well. Take breaks without guilt. When I was on the job hunt looking for work, I took breaks. I basically treated my job hunt like a job. I worked 3, 4, sometimes the whole 8 hours of a span, right? Looking for work, applying to jobs, leveling up my skills, putting content out there, networking, doing volunteer work so I could still utilize my skills for a good cause. And boom, it worked. It landed. But you gotta be consistent. And most importantly, you have to take breaks. Because if you don't recharge, you can't show up and do your best work. Even heroes need to rest at ends sometimes. Never forget that. If you found this video helpful, you're going to love this video where I talk about salary negotiation tips that will help you get more money out of the interview. It's time to level up that interview skill tree with a little bit of haggling skills. And trust me, you don't want to miss that one. I will see you in the next level.